Well, bakers, today we are going to make homemade cinnamon toast crunch. It's one of General Mills' most popular cereal flavors. It has been around for 40 years, still today, their top seller. I'm going to show you how to make it with ingredients that you probably already have in your cupboard. So we're going to start out by making the dough. Into this bowl, I'm going to add in a little bit of coconut oil. Now, for this recipe, I like to use coconut oil because coconut oil is a good fat. It's great for kids. It's hydrating, has lots of lovely stuff in it. It's also very mild in flavor, so they're not actually going to taste it. And it sets and helps your cereal to crunch. Into that, we're going to add in a little bit of water to hydrate our dough. Here I have some sugar for a bit of sweetness, and vanilla extract, just to give it that lovely flavor that we know and love of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Just give those a mix together until it combines. You want to make sure that your coconut oil isn't too hot, otherwise it'll actually set. There we go, lovely. Set that over there, let that sugar dissolve while we mix together our dry ingredients. So in this bowl, I have some all-purpose white flour. If you want to add a little bit more whole wheat into this, you can actually do half whole wheat flour, half white flour, and it will just add an extra nuttiness to it. Into this, we are going to add some cinnamon, and then into this, we're going to add in some baking soda. And that helps just crisp our cereal. And then we'll just mix those together to combine. Now, if you are gluten-free, do not worry. You can actually replace this white flour with a 1-for-1 gluten-free flour. I like Bob's Red Mill's or King Arthur's flour. There's lots of great ones out there and it will work really well. Okay, lovely. Recipe is as simple as adding your wet straight into your dry. And then with a spatula or wooden spoon, whatever, just mix these ingredients together. A lot of you know me at this stage, I'm actually just going to get stuck in with my hands and bring that dough together. If you feel like your dough is a little bit on the dry side, add a splash of water just to help it form. Lovely, look at that. I'm just going to turn it out onto my countertop and just knead it really quickly to make it come together and make it smooth. This is such a simple recipe. I guarantee you'll have it made before your oven is preheated. Okay, lovely. Then once your dough comes together, just divvy it up in half. Take a piece of parchment paper that fits your baking tray. Lightly flour it, not too much, and roll your half piece of dough as thin as you possibly can on the parchment paper. The thinner it is, the crispier the result, and that's what we want. You know, a moment ago I was thinking to myself, oh, that's pretty thin, but I kept on rolling and I got it even thinner. So that's what I want you to do. Lovely. Make sure you cut yourself a nice big piece of parchment. Okay, lovely. So now we know how big and thin we need to get it. Do the same with the other piece. Again, just dust your parchment with some flour and roll out your dough as thin as possible. Okay, lovely. Onto our tray. Now, okay, so we can't have Cinnamon Toast Crunch without the cinnamon crunch. So here we're going to make a little bit of cinnamon sugar. Here I have some regular sugar. It's a little bit golden because it's organic sugar. And we're going to add in a little bit of cinnamon into this, just like that. Give it a good mix. And we are going to sprinkle this over the 2 trays. Once it's on there, just pat it down with your hand, pushing it into the dough, just to make sure it sticks in there and it doesn't fall off later. So the store-bought version is quite sweet. If you would like to reduce the sugar on top, that's totally fine. Add as much or as little as you would like. Now, the last thing we're going to do is just take a pizza cutter and we're going to cut the dough into little squares, roughly around 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. Don't worry too much, just get them nice and small. So with your pizza cutter, go one way and then the other. You will notice that the smaller pieces are kind of just easier to eat and they taste better. Now, I know this pastry is kind of rough on the edges, but don't worry, that'll get eaten and it will still taste really good, even if it's not a square. And then just do the other tray. Pizza cutter is kind of essential for this part. Okay, lovely. I think I just heard the oven preheat, so let's get them in there. Baker's Cinnamon Toast Crunch at 325 degrees Fahrenheit, 165 degrees Celsius, fan assist, which means we have the fan going in the oven because we've got 2 trays in there. If you do not have the fan in your oven, that's totally fine. You will have to rotate the trays during the baking. All you want to do is get them nice and crisp and golden. You would not believe how amazing my kitchen smells right now. So your cereal only takes around 20 to 25 minutes until it gets lovely and golden brown and crispy. It smells amazing. You don't want to get it too dark. You want it to look just like this. Just so you know, when it cools down, it'll actually crisp up. The lovely thing about this cereal is you can make a big batch. When it's cool, put it into a Tupperware container, seal it nice and tight, and it'll keep fresh for around 2 weeks, if not longer. Then you can have Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal whenever you want. The convenience and comforting nostalgia of this cereal makes it a welcome and cozy option for breakfast, lunch, or even a late night treat. And this wholesome version is less processed, less sugary, and so much better for you and delicious because it's homemade. Serve with cold milk and eat it when it's still nice and crunchy. So one of my guilty pleasures is actually sugary store-bought cereal just like this one. And the only thing that tops that is a homemade version. This is absolutely delicious. It is something that I do not worry about giving to George. It is comforting, it's nostalgic, it's so yummy. I really hope you enjoy this recipe. Try it out, you are not going to be disappointed. Stick around right now because I've got lots more homemade versions of some of your favorite treats like Oreos, Chips Ahoy, Goldfish crackers, bran flakes. Stick around, get comfortable and check those out. I'll see you back here again next week.